What's happening, guys? It's Tony aka T-Slaps here, back with a brand new Draft League video, baby. I'm your coach of the Austin FC Verdeerlings, and this is our Week 6 game of the BBR, our Little Cup Draft League, where we use baby Pokemon to duke it out. This week we're going up against Ant, aka It's Whatever, coach of the Sacramento Blings. Of course, you can go check out our opponent and all the other BBR coaches down in the description below, as well as be sure to leave a like if you do end up enjoying the video, and subscribe if you are new, as draft content is uploaded weekly on the channel. Spoilers for last week, so go check out that game at the top right hand corner if you haven't seen it already. But we won our third game in a row off the back of Choice Scarf Toad School, and we're now positive for the first time all season. It's not quite time to celebrate yet, as we still need at least one more win this season to make it into playoffs, and our opponent is in the exact same situation, looking to win and lock in a playoff berth. Standing on our way, however, are two fighting Pokemon from week 2 against Joey, looking to put our team into the dirt. Now time to tell you what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, so if you're just interested in the battle, there's a timestamp on the screen or in the description to take you to the game. So our opponent has the same duo of Pokemon that Joey had that completely threatened my team offensively, Crabrawler and Wattrel. My only electric immunity is also my only electric resist, is also weak to flying from Wattrel in my Toad School. It's literally unguardable for me. Crabrawler only needs one correct Zen Headbutt as well prediction on my Coughing to remove my only Pokemon on the team that can take 2 close combats or Drain Punches from the little crab. Shelder and Turtwig both threaten my team with sweeping potential with Shell Smash, and of course Magby is just one of the strongest Pokemon in Little Cup, with it hitting extremely hard, having a super diverse move pool, and hitting 19 speed alongside my Cutiefly and Apom. Starting off our team is our first round pick, Cutiefly. We're running a heavy duty boot set this week to prevent hazards from wearing ourselves down, as getting a rapid spin off with Toad School will be pretty difficult with the Drifloon hanging around. We're running Moonblast as our main offensive option this week, as Magby is his only failure resist. We have U-Turn for momentum to get out on his said Magby, Calm Mind to boost our special attack and allow us to break through something like our roosting Wattrel, and lastly we have Tailwind. The most important part about our speed control this week is ensuring that we can outspeed Scarf Wattrel or unburden Drifloon in a pinch, or any of his Shell Smashers, which Tailwind allows for. This also ensures that Defiant on Pawniard is not triggered by Sticky Web. Our second Pokemon this week is finally joining the squad for the first time, Bonsly. We're running a bulky Oranberry set with enough bulk investment to ensure that Bonsly can always live 2 hits from the Wattrel or Magby after the rocks, where we can threaten it back with an Oko with Rock Slide. We have Earthquake in order to hit the Pawniard on a switch in, Sucker Punch as our priority, and Chip on his team, and Stealth Rock to provide important chip damage across his team every time they come in. The most dangerous part about Bonsly, however, is that it does allow Crabrawler to pivot in relatively safe, which is why we're having to bring our Coughing this week to act as a soft pivot into the threat. We're running Sludge Bomb as our main stab, Flamethrower in order to hit the Pawniard on an obvious switch in, and Pain Split in order to stay healthy. We're running a Mirror Herb set this week in order to take advantage of the Shelder or Turtwig trying to set up on our face, where we can then steal their stat buffs and attempt to counter sweep. We're running Max Speed, which speed ties with the Shelder or just outspeeds the Turtwig, and we can OHKO that Shelder back with Thunderbolt. Coughing has a lot on its plate this week, and I really don't expect it to be able to stop the Crabrawler fully, as like I said earlier, one predicted Zen Headbutt just puts my Coughing in a blender, and any held Eviolite that I would want to run on my Coughing is likely just going to get knocked off as well. If Coughing can do either job well, either preventing that Crabrawler from completely ruining my team, or being able to stop with Sweep at one point, I'll be happy with its performance. The Pokemon stealing one of our Eviolites this week is Corphish. This is in order to allow us to take a hit from the Magby consistently, as long as we watch out for Will-O-Wisp, or even from the Crabrawler and the Shelder in a pinch, where we can threaten any of them with huge adaptability boosted Crab Hammers. We have Stab Aqua Jet as well as our strongest priority option this week, X-Scissor to hit the incoming Turtwig, and finally we have Dragon Dance in order to try and sweep late game if the situation arises, as we outspeed his entire team at +1 except for the Magby, which we can just OHKO with Aqua Jet anyways. Our next Pokemon on the team this week is Cufant, which is rocking a new set this week, Choice Scarf. Sheer Force boosted Iron Heads actually do really well into his team, as even his quote-unquote resist take a third if they're holding an Eviolite. I really hope the Choice Scarf on this will catch one of Ant's Pokemon off guard, thinking that they have a free KO on me, such as like the Magby or the Wattrel, which we can then just nuke with a Sheer Force boosted Rock Slide. We have Superpower in order to OHKO the Pawniard in a pinch, and we have Steel Beam as our final move. As if there's a situation where we need to KO something with Cufant, but we don't want to be locked into a move and allow Ant's team to set up for free, we can self-KO ourselves with Steel Beam, while still hopefully netting a KO where we need to. It's a very niche situation where we're going to be using Steel Beam, but I really didn't need another coverage option to be honest, and so this just felt like a good to get me out of jail in case I don't want to just be set up fodder. Finally, to wrap up this team, we're bringing Krogunk as our second Eviolite user against Ant's team. We have Sludge Bomb as our main stab, Knock Off to remove items and hit the Drifloon on switch in, and Dual Priority with Vacuum Wave as stab, and Sucker Punch to hit the Watch Roll and Drifloon. With Eviolite and the ability Dry Skin, we're bulky enough to always live an Icicle Spear after a Shell Smash from Shelter after Stealth Rocks, where we can then always KO it back with Sludge Bomb into Vacuum Wave. That's going to be our team for week 6 of the BBR. What do you guys think of the team? Let me know in the comment section below what changes you would have made to the team. Ant has a terrifying squad for us to try and not get beaten down by, but I think we brought just the right team to try and squeeze out a 4th win and hopefully lock in playoffs. Big thank you to T-Bro, Keegan, and J-Bear for the mock support this week. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around, and hit that like button if you did end up enjoying the team builder. Now let's not hold back the game any longer. Let's get right into the battle. Here we are getting into week number 6 against Mr. Antonio. It's whatever, and the Sacramento Blings. Coming back from a week-long vacation, shout out to Toronto, very fun, where I actually got to see Ant. Sorry we didn't get to play in person. I know you really wanted to, but just didn't feel like playing there, you know? I just wanted to enjoy my vacation and stuff with all our friends and stuff. Also, like, I would not have been able to lock in whatsoever, and this is a very important game. If we win this, we pretty much clinch playoffs. If we lose, we still have a chance. We just have to win our final week. But, you know, why not clinch it now where we have the chance to? So, we see the Shelter, the Turtwig, the Magby, the Crabrawler, the Pawniard, and the Drifloon. So, no Milcery, no Dratini, and no Wattrel's insane! No Wattrel is actually crazy. He does bring double smash, which is pretty scary. I will not cap with you. I think I want to lead with Kaz here. Worst case is he leads Magby, I suppose. But this seems like a decent lead. I guess Crabrawler would also be like a really awful lead for me. I know he's unselected everything, but I'm gonna actually keep it with Kaz. I think that's what I've been running in mocks, and it's been an okay lead so far. I don't really have like a really great set lead against him, but we're gonna see what we can do here. I'm so surprised not to see that watch roll. That's insane. Yeah, good luck, have fun to Ant. Also, thank you for dealing with my time issues. I don't understand why. I cannot understand the concept of a what do you call it? A time zone when we were scheduling today, but I just could not. But anyways, he's gonna lead with the Crabrawler, and obviously I just said I really didn't want to see this lead, and here we are, right? So that's unfortunate. I'm really feeling like it has to be Scarfed in this matchup, but Eviolite's like not a bad shout either. Either way, I don't think I can stay in here. So it's just, if he goes for hard Zen, I'm in such a bad spot with my coughing off the bat. I almost want to go into my Corpus just to do that instead. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I get blown up by like 2 hits. Like, even with my Eviolite, it just does so much damage. I know it gets knockoff as well, which could just be its neutral ground click here as well. Let's go into coughing. If he's in headbutts, good play. I mean, this is just such a hard spot to be in off the bat. I think knockoff, it's just a decent middle ground click here. Crabrawler is like such an issue to my screen. That and the coughing, or not that and the watch roll were really bad. So I'm glad not to see the watch roll at least. But we're gonna see what feels like a low roll, but it could be adamant as well. Drain punch here. The roll actually doesn't change on my coughing, but we're gonna see the coughing come in. We can take a Zen headbutt here and get a big sludge bomb off on his team. I could also like flamethrower on a neutral into that Pawniard, which seems pretty good. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna up the flamethrower here on a neutral. He's gonna Zen, so we know that he is not scarfed, and he's gonna get the flinch on me. That's freaking awesome. That's awful. Okay, we know it's not scarfed at least. So we can't tell if it's adamant or jolly yet. So definitely an Eviolite lead. I'm gonna keep this around. Do I go into... Damn, this sucks. Okay, do I go into my Corpus? Do I have to let this go down here? It's not like this is super useful for anything necessarily. It's just... what do I do afterwards, right? If I go into Corpus after this and I get up to +1, I can just OHKO this thing and I live any hit from it. So that feels like a decent play. Yeah, I think I just have to let this go down. I'll flamethrower again. That sucks. That sucks. The flinch would have been super useful because flamethrower into Drop Hammer looks like it KOs the Brawler, so that's awful. But we're gonna go ahead. I don't think I kill with a Moonblast if this thing's EVLite, if I'm not mistaken. It's a roll depending on how much Spadaf investment he has, so I'm just gonna go into my Corpus for now. We can set up a DD, like I said. We can set up a DD here, and that honestly puts him in a really bad spot to begin with. We're gonna see the Drain Punch come out. We're gonna take 10 from it. And we still can't tell if these are Adam and Jolly rolls. All these calcs are the exact same, but we are gonna get up to +1. So now I can just click Crab Hammer here. I outspeed, I can KO the Crab Hammer. Dude, are we kidding me? Oh my goodness. Good Drain Punch. I'm gonna live it. That's awful though, because now I'm in Magby range, I'm in Sucker Punch range. We're gonna click it again here. Oh my goodness, flinch into miss. Don't know how we're gonna come back from this, because we basically just lost 2 mods for no reason. We're gonna click Crab Hammer here, we're gonna pick up the KO. That's really annoying. Okay. So what comes in next? I think no matter what, I kinda wanna keep this thing alive, because Aqua Jet could be really nice for that Magby. And just keeping this first sack could be really nice. Down goes the Brawler. And that's probably one of his EVLite users if I had to guess, but I'm not 100% obviously. I'm going to Pawnyard here. If he gives up his rocks, I can still live the rocks, so that's not a big deal. Well, it doesn't even matter if I get Jet up, because he can just Mach Punch me with the Magby. So I think I'm just going to stay in against this Pawnyard and take my KO here. Not my KO, my damage. So we're going to go ahead and Jet here. We're gonna do about like 65-70%. Gonna Lash Out. Okay. So down I go. Which is nice because we prevent rocks with that. So I can go into Kirby here and Vacuum Wave. That lets in Drifloon for free. I can go into Cutie Fly here for relatively free as well. That feels decent. But then he goes into Magby. But I have Keegan in the back, so that should be okay. So we'll go into J-Bear here. We'll get our Moonblast off and just take our KO. We're going to see him withdraw. So he's going to save this thing maybe for the Sucker Punch. As he goes into Magby. That's fine. I'm going to get Moonblast off here. Do a bit of damage. Do about 25-30%. Big special attack drop potentially. I'm going to go into our Bonsly here. That was some good damage. That was a really bad beginning though, this game. Let's see here. So if I go and check our damage with Cutie Fly against this Magby, are we seeing about the damage we should? Yeah, so I don't think this is EV. He's going to double. So good double on him. We also see that he does probably outspeed us. It could have been a speed tie, but we don't know yet. He's going to go to Turtwig here though. I'm going to go ahead and double back out into my... Not double out, but I'm going to go into my Coughing here because we do have the Mirror Herb. So if he decides to smash here, we should be okay. Oh, I don't have it anymore. I'm stupid. It might just be game, to be honest. It might just be fucking game. Okay. Yeah, it might just be game here. Let's go into Kaz, see what he clicks. I think I really should have kept Coughing then. We're gonna go into our Q-Fan here. We're gonna see rocks go up. Okay, that's honestly fine with me. That's okay. That is fine. I am fine with rocks going up. Compared to like what could have happened there, this is fine. Does Ironhead 2-shot this thing? I hope so. It's a roll. Probably not though, to be honest. But I don't really have a better click into his team. I'm gonna go ahead and click Ironhead here. And just see what happens. We're in a really bad spot. We're gonna see him withdraw as we get our... So he does have rocks up. You're gonna see the Pawnyard come in. I think we should 2-shot this thing. Oh, we just straight up kill it. Awesome. Okay. That's how it works for me. Down goes the Pawnyard. So what comes in next? Probably the Magby again. I mean, honestly, I do like keeping this thing around. It's really nice for this end game. We're gonna see Shelter come in. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I get to go into our Krogunk here against this thing, and we should always prevent this thing from beating us. I see a Shell Smash, that's fine. Are we going to see White Herb? Are we going to see it be Evian Light? What are we going to see here? No matter what, we should always live any hit from this thing. He's going to Mud Shot, we eat this. Alright, cool. We're fine there. We're going to click Sludge Bomb. We're going to just pick it up. Straight off. There we go. So down goes the Shelter. So the only thing is Turtwig does outspeed me here. If it has like any speed whatsoever. So Drifloon's actually going to come in here. Do I need to keep my priority on this? I can go into Keegan here, I think. No, I kind of need this healthy for the Magby at this point. So I think I let... Or is it a Q-Fant sack? Or not Q-Fant, what do you call it? A Cutify sack? It might be a Cutify sack at this point, to be honest. No, we'll keep it alive. I think Cutify can come in on the Turtwig and be okay. I can keep this guy around for a nice Scarfer, you alive for the Magby, and we should be okay. So I think for now, I'm going to Sucker Punch. Let's knock. We need to see a Thunder Wave come out. That's fine. So he predicts my switch, I imagine. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to do that. I'm going to click Knockoff here. We're going to get it off. Going to do like 70%. Going to knock off its Oran Berry. And now I can Sucker Punch here. As long as we break through. Oh my god, bro. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. Well, that's awesome, right? So I kind of have to go into Bonsly next. Dude. Okay. I'm just looking at Drifloon's set. I guess worst case is it has Destiny Bond. And I go into Keegan. But I mean, it's weak enough to die to a Sucker Punch. So unless he... There's no reason for him to click Thunder Wave either. Like, everything on its team outspeeds me. So I should just be able to go into Bonsly here and Sucker Punch, I think. Do you really click it? Or, oh, you know what? You're probably clicking Destiny Bond, huh? Oh no, you click Thunder Wave. Okay. Man. I guess there's no reason for you to click it there, right? Like, I'm no speed. Whatever, I'm gonna set up my rocks here. Yeah, because you're gonna switch out. You're gonna go into your Turtwig. I'm gonna get my rocks up. It'll put this thing at 1 HP. It'll do good damage to the Magby if it's not boots. Okay, we're gonna set up our like rocks here. I'm gonna go into my Cutify here. That sucks, man. Not having the greatest game right now. We're gonna go into our Cutify on this Turtwig. We're gonna see the Giga Drain come out. We're just gonna get some damage off from this thing so that I can kill with like Q-Fant. So we're gonna go ahead and... I mean, I could U-turn on like a rock move here into Q-Fant. So I can keep this thing healthy for the Drifloon as well. I also have Sucker and I also kill with anything. I think we can Moonblast here, right? Could Moonblast like 40% and then can Q-Fant pick up the KO from there? No, it's a roll and not in my favor. I think I'm gonna U-turn out first. He's gonna withdraw. Okay, yeah, he's gonna just stack his Drifloon here, I imagine. Maybe with Magby. No, he's gonna stack his Drifloon here. I wonder if I kill. There's a chance I don't. There's actually a really good chance I don't. Okay, he's gonna live on 1. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Q-Fant here, I believe, is the play. I can click Rock Slide. I think even though the switch into Turtwig is, so if he goes into Turtwig next, whether it be right now or if he stacks his Drifloon, I think no matter what, it's best for me to sack or go Cutify on the Turtwig, no matter how obvious it is. Just because I think the Q-Fant and the Bonsly are more important in this end game here. So we're going to see come in. I imagine it has to be the Turtwig, because Magby is dead if it's not Scarfed. If Magby comes in, I guess I don't risk it. But even then, like, there's no point. I guess there's no point in me not risking it there, because I think no matter what, my end game is gonna come down to me having to see whether that Magby scarfed or not. But he's gonna go into Turtwig here. Like I said, I don't think it matters how obvious this play is, how telegraphed it is. I think going into Cutie Fly here is the correct play. So we're gonna go into our Cutie Fly here. Are you gonna have a rock move? Are you gonna rock me? It's gonna Giga Drain. That's fine. I'm gonna Moonblast here, I think. What sucks is if I wasn't paralyzed on this, I could honestly like Tailwind and then hide out speed with the Magmy. If I U-turn here, it just feels like the wrong play. I think my play always is to Moonblast here. I think my play is always to Moonblast. He's gonna stay in. I'm gonna Moonblast for like a third. I can Calm Mind up here, and that would allow me to get some more damage off. So I'm gonna click Calm Mind here. That'll allow me to live the Giga Drain and then get a stronger Moonblast off next turn. I think that's the correct play here. Oh, wrong play. Wrong play. He outplayed me. So now it's just up to my Q-Fant here to Iron Head through this thing. Bonsly always kills with the Rock Slide on the Magby. And Earthquake as well. Earthquake's actually a safer click. A much safer click. So the only thing is I need this Q-Fant to beat this Turtwig here. What enables me to do that the best? I think no matter what, it looks like Iron Head's my best click. So I have to kind of go for it. Had I clicked Moonblast, we'd be in a better spot here for sure. We're going to click Iron Head. He's going to do a big chunk. He's going to Giga Drain. We're going to take it. Iron Head again. I think it just comes down to Bonsly, to be honest. I think it just comes down to Bonsly. Bonsly? I don't know. Because no shot you do enough to Magby, right? It's actually kind of a roll. I actually might be able to. Low key. I actually might be able to. The thing is also, it's not ever safer for me. I mean, actually, it might be safer for me to go into you, because I can kill with a superpower. I guess this is the throw if he's Scarfed. But he can't Scarf himself into a move that kills both of us. He's gonna... Oh, yeah, he can. Yes, he can. What did he do? He did 12 there with a Brick Break, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I live another one. Sucker never kills here, right? It's kind of a roll. Oh, Earthquake. He's gonna Brick Break again. I should live this. Bonsly! The GOAT! An Earthquake! Okay, there we go. So we managed to come out with a win against Ant. GG to him. Despite what happened earlier in the game and everything like that. I'm really surprised there was no Watcho. I think it would have been his game for sure had he brought it. But we're gonna move up to 4-2, moving into the final week. So we should be pretty much clinched for playoffs at this point, which is really nice. It's been a bit, admittedly, but really happy to see that we're able to come back there. And next week we play Kurt, who is currently undefeated, but last time he was undefeated in this season, we snapped the asterisk. So let's see if we can't do that again. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe. Got 2 draft leagues on the channel every single week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.